Hi world.
Here we are.
In the strangest of places.
Oh, well, someone has joined me.
In the singing.
In the singing.
But I have a little bit of allergy, so if I sneeze, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm just so emotional.
Oh boy.
Well, we just came back from a party. People were wearing cologne, perfume. You know, I'm triggered. I'm so triggered.
I'm so triggered.
So is Everly.
Everly's joining us for today's episode. Everly, she's so scared.
Oh gosh, Everly.
All right, let's focus.
Anyways, so we just came from Joe's work party. It was so great. Shout out to our #1 fans, Beth and Jason. Hopefully one day we'll have them on the show.
We realized, they could be our first 2 guests. We had some good, mock interviewing.
Yeah. And they're geographically desirable, so they can show up whenever I'm fucking drunk, and I'll be like, I have free alcohol, come record with me.
And they'll be down, and it'll be an easy record.
Yes. So, Joe decided 2 days before the Super Bowl that we're going to be hosting a Super Bowl party.
You know.
So.
It's just how I roll. I like to go with the flow and figure it out.
Oh, yeah, except I am a perfectionist. And
she is. And one who loves to event plan.
I event plan fucking out the ass, and I'm really good at it. And Joe's like asking everyone else, like, oh, what do you think we should do? What do you think? And I'm like, Joe, this is what we need to do. And he's like, well, let me ask the group. And I'm just like,
I have to get group feedback. I'm a lead right heart. I'm diplomatic.
And we ended up doing exactly what I wanted, and I'm living my best life. And now I'm not going to have a party in my house where I'm not proud of it. Like, I'm not the kind of girl who's like, hey, everyone, bring a bag of chips. No, that's going to be a shitty fucking party.
That's what I was going for. Just kind of bring whatever, whatever happens, kind of happens.
No.
She's like, I need red, white, and blue plates for the Patriots.
We need black and gold for the Rams.
That's the Saints, sweetheart.
And what are they? I don't know.
Blue and yellow. Blue and gold, if you can go blue and gold.
Okay, whatever. I don't fucking know sports, but either way, I want there to be good food. I want there to be, I'm not using any of my glassware, so I like to get, plastic stemless wine glasses, and everyone can coordinate with, little stickers and decorate their own glass. It's a fun activity, and then everyone does, the betting thing with the squares to, so everyone puts in $5. I don't know. I just like things a certain way. I'm not gonna, and I don't like when people bring their random serving trays. That's disgusting. I want there to be a platter, a gorgeous spread. I don't need oh, she brought a red plate filled with carrots. No, that's disgusting. You should have kept that at home.
Yeah, damn you when your red plate's full of carrots.
Yeah, no, that's disgusting. I only use marble or white acrylic. Sorry.
But at least why I wanted to bring this up was at first she was super stressed out about it because she can get really stressed, especially if it's something she's very perfectionist about, whereas I'm more easygoing.
Yeah.
And so my reason for bringing it out was because at first it was a very negative experience, right?
Yeah.
She was not about it. Everything was just overwhelming her because shit's what she lets her do. But she's now today turned it around into a positive, and now because it's her strength, sweetheart.
What's my strength, Joe?
Planning and executing. She is an executing mofo. If I have a seen one, the queen of operations, both in the house and in the bed. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, Everly. Oh, I'm gonna execute something that these compliments keep coming in.
I take it back.
Everly, cover your ears.
Anyways, what was cool is that you took a negative and you realized that it was your strength. You embraced it and tried not to let yourself get stressed out.
And I just said,
boss ass party. And
I said, Joe, I'm gonna handle this, and we'll figure the rest out later. Because if I don't do me, if I'm not my authentic self planning this party, I'm not gonna be happy the whole day.
I'm very happy because it was a total turnaround. I thought this was gonna go downhill. As of this time last night, she was like, I think we should cancel this. We shouldn't do this. Blah, 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 blah. And now it's like, Joe, if you want this to be done right, let me handle everything. I'm going to make this the best party. I was like, okay, you're going to tell me twice. Same.
Exactly. I realized I just need to take control and do it. But I'm glad you realized that I can handle it, and it's going to be better than you ever imagined. And you were patient with me. So I'm so grateful. But you know, in my defense, I think any woman who had someone come up to me and be like, oh, we're gonna have people over for the Super Bowl Friday, you tell me that, and Super Bowl's on Sunday, I think I'm a pretty cool person for being like, yeah, everyone can come into our house. We just had our kitchen remodel, we have a brand new couch. Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is fine.
So it's fine, it's gonna be great. I'm really excited for it now. Okay,
How
we
did you
did
feel
it.
about, now that you get to work into your strength, what made you turn it around? That's what I want to know.
Because when I was like planning it all and like getting the catering, getting the snacks,
Like,
planning
what
the
got
menu.
you amped again?
When you finally were like, oh, I don't need to ask everyone for their advice and you just trust me, that's when I was like, okay, now I can just do the things I want. Because I don't like it if it's at my house and I'm not in control of what's happening, and like if it's gonna be at my house, I want to make sure it's a good party. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, here's a bag of chips and some spinach. Cool. Like,
Chips and some
I would rather, you know, everyone wants to contribute. I'd rather I just plan everything, and if they want to pay me for whatever, that's fine, you know? Or they don't, they don't. Either way, I'm going to be like, I had a nice party at my house, and I can be proud of it and not like, oh, here's my ghetto, like, fucking shit. I don't like that. No, I would be so miserable at the party if there was nothing to eat, nothing to drink. No, I can't have that. I need appetizers, I need a main entree, I need Super Bowl food, I need dessert, I need to have all my bases covered, booze, duh. Anyways, can we move on to the next topic? No one fucking cares about our Super Bowl party.
What's the next one?
Well, I have a topic that I wanted to talk about.
What's that?
Which was, Everly is crying right now, which is hurting my heart. But I wanted to talk about red flags for when you first start dating someone.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. Give me an example, my lady.
So an example is, if I was trying to date you and you didn't like dogs, I'd be like, this will never ever work. Or if you are like an animal hater in general, that's kind of like, that's not the kind. And okay, let's be honest, these are things that are kind of course I'm biased because these are red flags for me, but I think they can, you know, they're universal-ish, like, unless you fucking hate animals. I think there's a human element to people who like animals, and if they don't like dogs, then something's wrong with them.
Mine is, I need a certain level of outgoingness, as you can see from this one over here.
Well, I've exceeded all expectations. A+.
Oh my god. If there's one thing I've learned about asking for that wish, one, asking you shall receive.
Yeah.
But two, this is a very important lesson because I've talked to many guy friends about this and they don't seem to grasp this concept, but I feel like all girls I explain this to grasp this concept. If there's an extreme characteristic like that you want from someone, you got to be ready to get it when you want it and when you don't want it. And by that, I mean, you want someone who's going to be the life of the party, and this girl right here, you can't just turn her on and off whenever you want. Well, maybe in certain areas you can. I'm sorry. Oh boy. But yeah, there's going to be times where they might be a little turned up or be a little inappropriate when you don't want them to be, and
Like at church.
I don't think that's happened, nor do we go to church, but
I'm just saying that'd be a funny example.
Yeah, a little youth group event or something.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Oh, she is shaking her boobies for those who are watching. And yeah, so you've got to be ready because people think like, oh, she's going to be so great. Yeah, but what happens when people aren't around and they're still all about being turned up? Different story. So I'm just saying you got to be ready for both ends of it when you're asking for certain things. Or if you want opposite, if you want a quiet girl, there might be times you're like, oh man, I see a girl like Alexis. I wish my girlfriend was a little more outgoing. Mine's so quiet.
But is that what you really want? Is it?
Exactly.
Is it, bitch?
Oh, Jesus. You're calling someone out? You challenging someone?
You want a crazy bitch? Oh, you got it.
Oh boy. Let me see it. That's a crazy bitch. Oh, here she is.
No,
shaking
I
her
don't know.
boobies
I
again.
don't know. I don't know. That's the craziest thing I can do. I don't have a lot of space right now for activities.
Oh my god. What's your red flag for me? Or would have been for me? Oh, Jesus.
This, and I don't think this is specific just to me. This will make me sound snotty, but guys who don't have a fucking bed frame. If you walk in, If you walk into their room,
Is that a thing?
oh, it's a fucking thing. You walk into the room, or you walk into the house like, oh, this is great. You go into the room, they don't have a bed frame. It's just a fucking mattress on the floor, or worse, an air mattress on the floor. And you're just like, what? Why? Like, and, you know, I'm not saying like, oh, we're in college, we're still trying to get money. I'm saying like full grown ass men, they just don't even, like, if they don't want to even care enough, like, to put effort into making their bed a nice place, and they're gonna bring you back to their house and try to fuck you, and they just have a fucking mattress there. Look, you could see everyone else's jizz stains. Like, no! What in your right mind makes you think I'm gonna bang you there? No! But it's so many times, guys. Oh man, I heard this story today. This girl went back to this guy she really liked. She liked him so much. He had an air mattress. She's like, okay, I can let this one go. I can let this one go. And they start banging. It deflates. He had to stop midway through sex to re-inflate his air mattress.
Ooh.
No.
Jesus.
So that's not okay. That's not okay.
So here's a fun...
It's just like you can't put even any effort. No.
Here's a fun fact.
Oh God, you had an air mattress.
When I moved out to California in 2012,
Okay.
I had a mattress that I bought from the previous roommate, and I just had it on the floor for about, I want to say a year and a half, basically like 6 months before I met, up till 6 months before I met you. Then I finally got the bed frame from Target and this whole nice little setup. It was amazing.
Well,
after
yeah,
that.
You just moved here. I get that, but
I'm just saying, if she had come over and she saw the mattress on the floor, she would have been like...
But would you have been proud? Would you have brought me back to your house? Like, the fact that these guys are just, like, bringing these girls, shuffling them back into their house, like, they're like, here's my pad.
Here's my pad, just, you know, sleep on this bed right here, just show me your titties, take your puss out.
Yeah, no, it's different. It's different when you're like, okay, yeah, I'm figuring my shit out, I just have a mattress on the floor, whatever. But if you're like actively just like bringing bitches back and they're like in a cycle of your hoe cycle, we don't want to be part of that. We see that bed on the floor and we're like, you can't even take the time to make this a nice place for me. I don't want to fucking take my panties off for you. No, you're not worth it.
They've got like frat posters on the wall.
Oh,
movies.
Flags on the walls. I'm like, oh, honey, I know, and it's a thing. And when you're young, you're like, oh, this is so cool. He's so cool. But then once you get to a certain age, you're like, ugh, I'm beyond this, honey, okay? Have you even started investing in your 401k? I don't know. Roth, IRA, whatever. I'll take it, whatever. Anyway. And another one that I thought was really good was how they treat wait staff.
Like when you go to a restaurant.
When you go to a restaurant, anyone who...
How have they treated them? I feel like I'm always super nice to wait.
Yes, you are. You are. But some guys are like huge assholes to people in the service industry, like, you know, hotel housekeepers.
Give me an example.
You know, if you're in a restaurant and the guy's like, hey, you fucking bring me my fucking steak knife, you dumb bitch. You're gonna be like, oh, Jesus. You know, like the person's just doing their job. You don't have to be an asshole. Like, no matter what amount of money people make or if they're serving you technically or not, you should still treat them all with respect. So that's another like kind of human element. Another thing that goes along with it is how they treat their mother.
Ooh,
because they're never going to treat you better than your mother. It's going to be equivalent or probably less.
Unless
to be
you
honest.
had a bad relationship with your mother and you vow to never be like that.
But if they have like a normal relationship and he calls up his mom and is like, hey bitch, wire me that money or I'll fucking come and cut you, you're going to be like, whoa, okay, well that's not really like his relationship with women. You can tell that if he's like sweet, he's like, oh yeah, mom, I'll come help you bake some fucking pies. You're going to be like, oh my God, he's like a real dude and he'll help bake me pies in 20 years.
Well, it's like a mama's boy. Oh, don't worry, honey, I got it for you. You do.
Well, you know, mama's boy is a whole different situation. What are you gonna do? But at least he respects her and respects women. I can deal with the mama shit later.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are my red flags. I don't know. They may not apply to everyone, but I thought they were pretty spot on. Those are like really things in the beginning. Oh, another one. if they tell you they love you too quickly.
What's too quickly? How quickly is too
Like
quickly?
2 weeks, because I've read a lot of articles about domestic abusers, and they do that as a way to like get into your heart and then manipulate you. I'm not going to say that's for everyone,
That's some Ted Bundy
but
shit.
when it's like really quick like that, like after 2 weeks, and they're like, I love you, I need to talk to you all the time. I told you I loved you, so why are you doing this? Why aren't you here all the time? Blah, blah, blah. That's their like manipulation technique. That's what they say. A lot of women who've been abused, they say that their partner,
Because they're playing you.
yeah,
they know what your weaknesses
yeah,
are. They're playing it into
because
it.
you're like, wow, he told me he loved me so quick, he must really like be invested in me, and then you just let him
Well,
shit
the
all
other
over you.
problem with that is that means any girl that's willing to fall for that so quickly and not be skeptical means they're that like desperate for wanting attention, or not. I want to say desperate. They're that
Yeah, you don't
increased
feel that.
likelihood of they want someone, they want to be cared for and seen in
yeah.
that way so bad that they're
Yeah,
willing
but
to like
these-
look over a lot of red flags.
Yeah, and these asshole guys are praying for those
That's what I'm
kinds of
saying.
girls.
Put it up, yeah.
The
I've
girls
seen it
that-
all the time
I
with
know.
friends where the guy's like, oh, you'll do nothing without me in a relationship. You're not going to find anyone better. And the girl's first like, fuck you. Then 2 weeks later she goes back and you're like, why are you going back with him?
Because he loves
Because
me.
he loves me and he's good, not some of the time and not all the time, but some of the time.
But I thought that was interesting, because most girls would be like, oh my god, he told me he loves me. You think that's like the opposite of a red flag, but in some cases, if it's too quick, that's a form of manipulation. And I was like, whoa, that's fucking blowing my mind.
That's
I'm also drunk right now, so who
that's like
knows?
another red flag with me is a girl. I like a girl who isn't who is more self-reliant, like isn't so dependent on me to be like, where are you? Why aren't you here? I need you here. And just so like can't be on their own. I can't stand that. That's too much dependency. I'm a free spirit. Can't let me fly.
Oh, caw.
Except this one. I always want to be with this one.
I know, we have
We
a
should
weird...
just share one mic.
Oh god, Beverly. Alright, so I think that's good. Red flags I've vented. I'm pretty drunk, so you guys just be nice to me, okay?
We'll see if we do a Super Bowl follow-up
Oh my god, we
episode.
didn't have any moist mentions.
Ooh, no moist
Why don't you
mentions
give
this
me a moist mention, Joe?
week. This is a shout out to Alexis Worth. Stay in control, stay wild, and stay booby shaking. Alrighty.
Alrighty,
Good
that's enough.